Hello and welcome to another nostalgia run. This time it's gonna be Risk of Rain. We're gonna try to do 1000 minutes on Monsoon difficulty with the chef. This run is dedicated to one of my very close friends. His name is Fab. Donc Fab, cette run-là est pour toi. So this run is very interesting. I have a lot of things to say about it. As you're gonna see, I have a fantastic start. By the way, this voiceover is completely on the fly. Same thing as my Civilization 5 video, so there's going to be a few hesitations sometimes. I do apologize for this, but over time I'm sure I'm going to get better with live comment, or uncut comment I would say, because this is of course voiceover after the fact. As you can see, I'm already accumulated items that are very interesting, such as the crowbar, the double jump, and the purse, which will be good synergy with the golden gun later. So why the chef? Why the chef? So I used to play on PS4 a long time ago. Decided to play on PC to relive the experience of this fantastic game. But I always played Commando. It was my favorite character. It's the first character I tried. I tried them all. And I really liked the Commando. I played mostly. There you go. Here's the golden gun already. So I would play Commando only, pretty much. Then on PC, I got the game, and I realized Chef was not unlocked yet. It was the only character that was not unlocked yet. And I didn't know about anything about it. So I decided to unlock it. And I realized that I like this character a lot because of here go. I got Infusion now, which is going to be absolutely fantastic for this run. So what I like about the chef is the cleaver, multi-directional cleaver, I'm not sure what it's called, and it enables me to hit mobs on top of me and below me, which is a problem with some of the classes. You have to really get onto the platform where there's a million mobs and get hit super hard, especially on Monsoon. You can't afford really getting hard hits. So I really started liking the chef a lot, and I decided to try to do a 1000 minute run with it. So as you've seen in the title, the game did a fatal error, and I think I know why. I figured out why, I think. And there's going to be another video where I'm going to try to get 1000 minutes now that I know what happened. But I'm going to tell you a bit later. So this run's going great. I think I'm finishing the first cycle, and I already know this is going to be likely to be successful, because there's this snowball effect where when you get stronger and stronger, your chances of success increase. Of course, it gets tougher over time as well, but I was pretty confident. I have these items that increase your fort ability also, so now I'm able to do the multi-directional cleaver twice in a row. I have all sorts of interesting items. One of them that I like is the poison. So I have a cheat sheet. So I forgot the name, so I don't want to screw up. Let me the toxic worm. The toxic worm. So anything that's barbed wire or icicle, anything that's close to you, I really like it, because the mobs are always on the top of you non-stop. It never stops. One mistake I made, because I'm learning, I never did crazy runs like this. I mean, the most I did was 3 hours long. One thing I learned is never use drones. Okay, I didn't know that. So there's 3 things I learned in this game. I'm sure many of you are much better than I am. I've played much more than I do, so you probably know. Some of you might not know some of these 3 things. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, if you want to do a crazy insane run, I don't care how powerful your computer is. This is a brand new computer, very expensive computer. It doesn't matter. Do not use drones. I love drones. They're great. But I'm going to have problems with it. In fact, I had to let them die. I had no choice. And you're going to see later why. So no drones, you never pick them up. And in fact, even after here we go. So this is, I call it the secret cow level. And I went there to get the undershirt, white undershirt, and just to kill a couple of toxic beasts, but not for very long. I barely farm in this game. Actually farming, I just kill a couple and get out of there. In a previous run, I had a decent setup, but I needed to farm to really salvage my run. I wanted to salvage my run, so I stayed there for a while. I farmed there for a while, and there was this, the toxic beasts. They spawn the little animals. On the bottom right of the screen, there was a big pile of animals there. And what happened is that I hit them all at once, and I had a fatal error. It said stack or something. I said, wow, fatal error, really? Wow. So if it happens to me once, it can happen to me twice. I almost gave up. I decided to try again. But here's the second thing I learned, and I just learned it today. In fact, I just learned it before doing this voiceover, and I'm gonna read it to you. And maybe you already know that. Warning! If you are doing a long run, do not pick up this item. It has a chance to crash your game. People has reported crash upon first, second, or third pickups. So that means I will never ever again go back to the secret cow level. Ever. This may be why my game crashed at 495 minutes. A beautiful run with I had multiple lives, I was invincible. Yeah, I was getting hit pretty hard, but I had to move non-stop. Fine, but I'm sure I would have made it, completely convinced. And I was so disappointed that you're gonna see how abruptly it ends. But I think I know now why. It's because the undershirt. Do not pick up the undershirt. So next run, I'm going to not pick up the undershirt. It will be with another class, probably Commando, because I want to go from left to right. We'll see if you guys want me to do every single class until the game crashes or until I reach 1,000 minutes. Once I reach 1,000 minutes, I do the boss, something like that. It will depend on you, but there will certainly be a second video. I really want to do this 1,000. It's a psychological number. Somebody on Reddit asked me, why am I doing this? For fun, just for fun. There's no point. It's just for fun. It's so much fun. There's so many mobs, and you have to run all over the place. He's so powerful. You feel like a god. You're so strong, right? That's why I do it. I always wanted to do the mother of all runs, and I almost settled with this, saying, well, this kind of the mother of all runs. This is what, 8 hours almost? Well, pretty much. Yeah, it is 8 hours. So 1,000 minutes, about 16-hour run. I did it in one go. Every hour I would save. I would save the footage. I use the Xbox bar, and I would stretch my legs and then play again in one go. So I can do the 16 hours in one go as well. I would just eat in between. That's it. So we'll see about the next one. So right now I'm continuing the run, and I'm getting stronger and stronger. So the other problem, and I'm looking at the time here because I don't want to say it too early, but you probably heard about it. I can talk about it right now. Is getting stuck. Okay, so at one point you get so fast. There's a maximum speed. Don't ask me how much. Hoofs and whips is the maximum speed. I forgot. I would have to look it up. But there's a maximum speed you can reach. But there's so many mobs on the screen, and the faster you are, the more likely you are to get stuck. So I'm going to show you later on normal speed, and you're gonna see a cut later where I get stuck in a previous run that was successful. And that previous run with the chef, I had 3 lives. I was so strong, every bit as strong as this, and I got stuck after 200 and something minutes. I'm gonna show you that later. And I figured out a solution. Now, I did not invent the solution. I looked it up. I didn't find it, but it was buried in one post on Steam, the solution. So I cannot say, oh, I invented the solution to getting stuck. But I can pat myself on the back saying that I figured it out on my own. And you're gonna see right now I'm using invincibility. The use item is fantastic. I think it's OP. 8 seconds invincibility is absolutely insane. So that's what I'm using, but I'm gonna have to get rid of that item because there's another item I'm gonna have to use because I'm gonna start getting stuck all the time, even in this run. We won't see it. Well, in fact, you'll see it because the item is called the marble gate. So it's the one that you put the gate on the floor, and then when you hit the on my PS4 controller is circle, you teleport there. So what you do, you start a run, you put the gate, you play your game, and if you get stuck, you teleport. So later on, when you see me having the gate, if you see me teleport, I know it's pretty fast, this is times 12, but if you see me teleport, that means I got stuck. And I will get stuck very, very often. So but sometimes I would forget it. And I got stuck once, and I forgot to put the gate, and I unstuck myself. Sometimes you can unstuck yourself. And I figured this out while I was playing. I got stuck in the temple, and by some miracle I got unstuck, and I thought about it, and I figured out, wait a minute, there's this thing, I forgot the name at the time. This gate, and it's called the marble gate. I tried it, and it worked marvelous. So as you can see now, I have more and more drones, and I love those drones, and I have those boxes. I have 4 boxes right now, the boxes that make your drones throw missiles, and that's the problem. There's gonna be so many missiles on the screen soon. Well, I say soon, eventually, of course. Like I said in my Civilization 5 video, which was a 12-hour run compressed into an hour and something. I lose track of time because it's times 12, but you're gonna see even with this computer, the game started lagging, so I had to drop my drones. So this is a dream run. I mean, I have this fantastic item too. Let me just. I have my cheat sheet beside me, and let me just scroll down. I'm just. It's a red box item. You know, when you play the mode where you can choose your own items, and here we go. The laser turbine. Laser turbine. This thing, I had a bunch of them at one point, and it would proc so much. It's the red line that you see on the screen popping once in a while for the newer players who don't know exactly what this is. But I had a lot of laser. It's a rare item. I see rare here. Amazing, and I had a lot of them, and it would proc more and more and more and more. That's why I was so disappointed when it crashed, because I had this. This is a miracle run. I mean, everything is great, and eventually I'm going to reach 9999 without farming. Only farming, as I said, was in the cow level for a very short time. When I reach 9999 life, now the shields they're not great. They don't give you much, so it's really about having items that give you dodge or armor. You know, things like this. There's one item that a boss drops, which is the Colossus. Okay, the Colossus, he drops an item. No, I forgot the name again, of course. By the way, I'm not an expert super player that knows everything about the game. I'm not gonna pretend that I am. So I'm being honest with you. I have to look at the sheet again because I forgot the name of it. And Colossus. Anyways, it's an item that gives you. The Colossus drops an item that gives you regen, armor, and I think something else, health. And this is an amazing item. And at the end, I was one-shotting Colossus, and I was able to get many of those. Because from 9999 health, you need to gain more survivability. Of course, I had multiple lives in this run too. I don't think I have it yet, but later on I'm gonna have it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just cycling through. So every time you cycle, as most of you know, the game gets more difficult. I have 756 leaf clovers. These are fantastic too, because the elite mobs will drop items, so you get more and more items, which give you more items, which gives you more clovers, which give you the snowball effect once again, and you have so many items. In fact, I think it's a bit of a flaw, but I'm not sure what would be the solution. I'm 3 items away from not even seeing what I'm getting, you know what I mean? One thing I had a lot is the interstellar desk plan. You see the egg on the left side, top left side, just beside the third from the left. This egg, was not impressed of getting them so early, and they kind of useless. Well, I don't think they ever saved my life, to be frank. So I continue to get stronger. Things move along, and with 186 minutes. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, 1/5, almost 1/5 done. And it doesn't. There's no sign that I'm getting hit really hard. I gotta move now. You see me move non-stop. And for those who wonder why I jump like this all the time when there's mobs, is to make sure I don't get melee hit. So I jump when there's mobs. Though this boss that just died in 1 microsecond, they're so easy. I don't even understand why they exist, but I'm happy when I see them. They have their little walls, but when you see another one dead, when he puts them up, we have so much mobility. At one point, I can basically fly now, literally. Approaching. So normally I would be done. The longest I ever did is 180 minutes, and I would just stop. I said, what's the point? Playing on PS4 on my own, nobody to see what I'm doing. What's the point, right? But now I have witnesses, so I can push this indefinitely, or until the game crashes, unfortunately. There you go, 1 item away from not knowing what I pick up. If you look at the bottom right. So I still look at the drone. Look at the drones. I have a lot of drones. Yeah, it's gonna cause me problems eventually. I think it's kind of soon. I said soon earlier, I know. It's in the 200s. In the fungus level, I said, wow, I gotta get rid of them. Another cycle. And every time it gets tougher. So, the chef is absolutely amazing against worms. Worms are a problem for some classes. But with the multi-directional cleaver, I absolutely decimate worms. But the overloaded worms, the electric ones, they did cause me problems. And I would get hit pretty hard. I would have to really run away and try to kill it. And they have more health too. So, of course, very, very late. There is no normal mobs. It's only elites and pretty much bosses. And so many overloaded snakes or worms in the levels where they can spawn. Of course, certain levels they cannot spawn, like here. Some levels are pretty good to farm. My favorite one to farm is fungus level. There's no shame in farming. If you have a bad run that you want to save, no problem with farming. It's a choice. Either you give up or you farm. Sometimes I would get the run where I would get only survivability, health, regen, armor, but I do 0 damage. You know, so what do? Do you start over? Do you farm to get items? But I think the key is really DPS. When you start, it's all about DPS. If you cannot kill mobs, nothing's gonna happen. So to set up this run, I had to start over a few times. I had a few bad starts. I would not even waste my time. I would get 1 or 2 bad items. That sprouting egg. You know, first item you get a sprouting egg and like meat, and I just start over. I need to do damage on Monsoon difficulty. I must do damage, or it's over. Look at that. There's more and more missiles, and look at frame rate on the bottom right, and it's in the 40, 50, 60. I did not pay $2,500 for my video card, okay? But it's only 1 year old, and I said I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's a pretty decent video card. And you know, it's a gaming video card, and I play a 6-year-old game, and I get frame drops. That's because look at these missiles. It's more. It's getting even more, and it's only 1/4. Imagine after 1,000 hours, how many missiles you would see in the screen. So next run, no drones. Yeah, look at that now. It's probably been a while. I've been talking for a bit, but we cannot see anymore what I get. But I'm pretty sure I get at least one of every single item in the game. That's for sure. I don't know if it's in this run. I'll also try to pick up because I'm missing 3 artifacts. I think I'll get them before I do my run. They're easy to get. I just didn't get around to get them, so I'll get the 3 last artifacts just to reach 100% completion for no reason. I'm a completionist, and I like trophies and achievements and things like this. So 2:45 minutes, 1/4 in. Well, in fact, we're 1/2 in, which something I don't know about. So this is the level I'm talking about. This is a perfect level to farm. Very easy, especially when you have infusion, because these toxic beasts keep spawning their little mobs and they give you health. And I have 7 infusion now, but at one point I had 3 infusion before I had 9999 life, and it was very fast to get to that. But if you want to farm and you have 1 infusion thing, you go there and you farm there and you kill the little mobs until you reach what you decide is acceptable. Look at these electric ones. See, there's more and more electric ones. Every cycle you're going to see more of them. And it's one of them that's going to make my game crash. You're going to see. We're all for there. Alright. So I'm trying to watch my health. Sometimes it goes down as low as 5,000. Not that often. But sometimes I just get hit so hard. But I think it's later. Right now I'm pretty powerful for where I am. I still have my invincibility. Things became difficult when I switched to well, not difficult. Is it difficult when you're powerful like this? Just never stop moving. If you don't stop moving, you should be fine. But certainly with invisibility, everything is much easier. Oh, I got hit. Invisibility, no problem. And if I stand, and I don't know, it's so fast. I don't know if you're gonna see it. I was trying to show it, but at one point, you see, I have a 10,000 health. When I would stand, doing nothing, so I have the fungus thing. When you stand, it makes you heal. I would heal 30,000. So all I have to do is stand for 1 second and I'm full. So invincibility, you stand for 1 second, you're full, and you get out. But when I got the gate, there was no invincibility anymore. Sometimes I would go down at 5,000 health. That's half of it, you know what I mean? So I was hoping to get more and more regen again, and armor and health, all these things. Not health, but dodge. Like the bandana thing makes you dodge attacks. I don't know if there's a limit to it. I didn't look it up. Alright, so as a little moment of silence, I cannot really speak absolutely non-stop. That would be called ranting. I've probably been ranting already for a while, so I do apologize for that. I'll get better over time, I don't know. There was no complaint on my Civ 5 video, so let me know. People have a really positive response on my videos, but there isn't much comments on my videos. So feel free to comment. I'm really interesting. I need feedback. I want to get better. I want to make things more interesting. By the way, we reached 25 subscribers. So I just did a milestone video. We have a new milestone section. 1,300 views on the channel and 25 subs in a month. It's fine. I mean, I was 0 views, 0 sub a month ago. I try to upload 3 times a week. Maybe right now I'm doing a little more than that. But it's going to be at least 3 times a week. But of course, if I do another Risk of Rain video, just the gameplay is 16 hours after I have a successful run, then of course you won't see videos every day. So 289 minutes. Every day continues to go along, and I'm looking forward to show you where I got stuck in the other game and talk about this. And I don't remember where I put it. I think it's part 7 out of 9, so probably 70% or 65 or 70% of the run. You're gonna see the other game, how I got stuck, and me switching to the gate, making things much more difficult. Because right now it's pretty easy, invincibility, and I jump around and I'm untouchable. In my mind, I'm gonna make it. In fact, I said I could play past 1,000, 2,000. There's no. Yeah, they get stronger, but you get stronger too. And with the 56 Glover thing, the tree on the left, top left, the elites drop so many items and you get nothing but bosses. You get so many items, you're so strong. There's no way you lose unless something happens, a crash. And I can't even run out of electricity because I have UPS. So not more than 10 minutes though. I saw a run on YouTube, the guy 660 minutes, and he ran out of electricity. I don't think I didn't find one single 1,000 minute Risk of Rain 1. I saw a Risk of Rain 2 1,000 minute run, but it was only a snippet. So I'm gonna try to do it. We'll see what the next run. If it crashes again, then we'll see if you want me to do every class as long as I can until it crashes. Then I'll do it. It will be a pleasure. I hope you ask me because it's a lot of fun, but I can't guarantee how long it's gonna last. But if I could get that one thing, you might find this strange, but does it show 999 minutes, or does it go to 1,000 and then the 1 is over the skull that shows Monsoon difficulty on the top? I wonder that. Does it crash? I don't know what happens. I'm really curious. And I'm curious also, once I kill the boss after 1,000 minutes, what's my score, right? That'd be cool to know. Because none of this was registered because I got a fatal error. So we got these easy bosses again. Very easy. Okay, so right now I just noticed that I do have the gate. I'm not sure what happened, but okay. So I switched to the gate. That means I got stuck, and I do apologize for this part. I got carried away. So I think I put the clip at the wrong place. It's too late now. I'm committed. What I wanted to do is show you when I got stuck, and then show you the clip where I get the gate. But first, I'm really confused about this right now. But doesn't matter. I have the marble gate now. That's because I got stuck in the temple. I got unstuck, figured it out, and now I'm using the marble gate. And I put the cut at the wrong place. Oh well. Look at that. I just got hit super hard. You see that? If you back it off, you'll see. I got hit super hard and there's nothing. Things are a little tougher now that I don't have invincibility. I gotta move. That's the only thing I can do. So 3:37, about 160 minutes, and then the game's gonna crash. Look at that. Oh, 4,000, 5,000. See, no invincibility. I said, oh my god, I need more survivability here. So I was contemplating maybe farming somewhere a little bit where there's a lot of Colossus, because I think I was almost one-shotting them at that point. So go in a place where there's a lot of Colossus, like maybe where the ice level. The ice level would be a good place to farm. Look at this. You see the rain? There was a rain. Every time I open a shrine or whatever, there's like this rain of. Oh wow, things happen so fast. You see my drone? I couldn't show you. I can't start over. I couldn't show you. So early on, I killed my drones. Things happen so fast. I killed my drones early on. My my drop rate was, my frame rate dropped to 30 frames per second. And I killed my drones, and now I'm fine to 60 again. And I missed that too. Probably because I was ranting. Well, I have an excuse. I'm new to YouTube. There you go. That's my excuse. But I don't want to start this over. Alright. Let's keep going. I think we're about to see the part where I got stuck in the other game. So let's watch the action in the meanwhile, because it's coming very soon. There you go. Here's the cut. Here we go. So that's the game. And I was 231 minutes. I was very strong. I had 3 lives. Everything's great. And like, oh look, I fall and I'm stuck, right? But all these mobs are coming at me, and I'm all disoriented. So I'm gonna cut it again in a moment. And there you go. And look at that. Now everything's cleared up. I'm trying to get out of the hole. I can't. I'm stuck. Game over. Can you imagine? Game over. I had this great run. I had 3. Look at that. I had 4. I have 5 lives. I had 5 lives. Guaranteed to succeed. So I had to look up, getting stuck and all these things. There you go. Here's me using the gate. Well, I did screw up the order, but you see the point. I got stuck and I was like, oh wow, that's just what am I gonna do? If I get stuck once, I can get stuck twice, 3 times. Like I said about the fatal error, if it crashes once, why wouldn't it crash twice, right? So you don't trust it. You are all paranoid, and I got stuck all the time. And every time you see me teleport, if you do, because at this speed it's hard to see, it's because I get stuck. And towards the end, I'm gonna get stuck more and more. And sometimes I would forget to put the gate, like I said, and it almost got me into trouble. But now I'm gonna get used to it in the next run. I don't think I'll mess this up. At the beginning, it's not a problem either, so you're guaranteed to get the gate at the right time. And as soon as you get it, you should keep it. So I almost have 11,200 health. That's because of the shields. Like I said, you need so many shields to get a lot of another 10,000, for instance. You know what I mean? And look at the red. You see the red popping up? Pop, pop. That's my laser. It's getting stronger and stronger. I got 4. I'm gonna get more. I said I don't have enough laser. I want more. You always want more of everything. You always want to get stronger and faster. Another cycle almost done. We're slowly approaching the 400-minute mark. You can see I'm clearing levels quite quickly right now, because what I want to do is cycle as fast as possible to make it tougher. I want more mobs, more everything, more action. I don't care if I get hit hard. I just gotta move all the time, and I'm gonna be fine. What's great about the ability of flying, all these levels, they seem a bit so much smaller when you can fly. You know, when you start, you have these ice levels that are super high. It takes you forever to go around the whole map. But with this setup now, I can fly. I can go wherever I want super fast. So the levels seem much smaller. I have a nice 60 frames per second now that I have no drones. I think I picked up one or two by accident, but it's not too bad. Look at that, 21 boxes. Can you imagine with all the drones? The game would be so slow, it would be unplayable. And with everything, see, I one shot the Colossus now. Colossus is probably the easiest mob. Oh, I want to talk about a cremator too. Cremator caused me very big problems early game. So the very first time I reach a fire level, if I do, in the first cycle, often I will die because of the cremator with the chef. Because the chef cannot dodge. He has this strange kind of stun thing and it makes mobs black or something. But he cannot dodge, cannot, you know, like the commando, he can dodge roll or blink or anything like this. So you have to walk, but you're so slow because you're still weak. And the cremator can hit you from anywhere, right in the face. So I have to be very aggressive with them as soon as they pop. I go and I try to fight them and hope for the best. Or I hope not to get a fire level in the first cycle, so I can be stronger for next time. Of course, once you're very strong, nothing is a problem. And now we're about 85 minutes away from the crash, which I don't know about. I'm all happy. I'm like, yeah, I'm 40% done. That's great. All I have to do is not make mistakes, never stop moving. I'll be fine. So right now there's not much to say else than watch what's going on. You see bottom right? You see the stupid shirt I was talking about? Right of it is the item I was talking about. The Colossus. The one that the Colossus drops. For some reason I still can't find it right now. I'm looking at the list and it doesn't cooperate. Ah! The Colossal Knurl. 40% maximum health, 1.2 HP regen per second, and plus 6 armor each. Amazing item. I don't care about the health. I care about regen and armor. Finally, I found it. So I got 25 of them. That's what I want the most. So 429 and what about in another cycle yet again? You see also the marks, the yellow marks above the abilities. One thing I'm not sure about is there a limit to this? Once you reached all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batches, that I'm not sure about. If it stops, like after that, if you continue to gain more DPS or not. Ah, I found it. It's the hit list. On-screen enemies will be randomly marked. On marked kill, increases damage up to a maximum of 20. Okay, so it's 20 maximum. Oh, about 1 hour away from my demise. Look at that, there's a lot of those. What's the name again? Wisp. Ancient Wisp. Oh yeah, they do drop an item that makes you smite enemies. It's quite powerful too. Everything melts. That's my concern about making a series like this. Every game will be looking like the same. Maybe I can make snippets too, something like an overview of the game a 20-minute video instead of the whole thing. Please let me know if it's something that you would prefer instead of the whole game. It's really up to you. I really listen to what people are asking me, whether it's on my channel, where people don't speak too much, but it's more on Reddit and Discord that I get feedback. Look how fast this is, so fast. Look at me fly and finishing levels very, very quickly. Look at these worms, more and more, eh? Half hour left. So when you see me pause like this, because I save, stretch my legs. And that's the last stretch. Last time I'll save. I got 63 hoofs. I think I'm past the maximum. 64. I don't think I have 100 of anything. Look at that, 21 golden guns. So strong. 31 purses too. Destroying Colossus again. That's a great spot to farm, that's for sure. Earlier on though, the spiders that shoot, they are a problem. But once you're strong enough, it's a great place if you want to farm. That's actually what I did. I think I farmed a little bit together. I think I got hit a few times, so I farmed for a few minutes just to get a couple of Colossus items. So that was a bit of farming, but nothing like 1 hour or maybe around 5 minutes or 10 minutes here and there. Frankly, I don't really remember. I'm still getting hit. You see, I lost 25% of my health. It's almost impossible not to get hit. But I do have multiple lives. I don't know if we can see it. I did catch the teddy bear. The clock's not great. The clock will proc after you're dead often, so it's not fantastic. In fact, it's very frustrating. You die and then the clock procs. Wow. It's in my trailer, in fact, one of the games I was trying. I had a bad run and I got impatient. I just, let's get in, and I have a clock, I'm okay, right? And then I get killed and then the clock procs after I'm dead. So if you want to watch this, check out my trailer. My channel trailer. So things are going great. I'm very optimistic. Everything's cool. I'm almost oh, what's this? Oh no! And that's exactly what happened, right in my face. Fatal error. You see that number, minus 2147. That's the maximum number in 32 bits. I'm not a computer engineer, but I know it's the maximum number you can get in 32 bits. It crashed, and that's the final image I got just before it crashed, and this will be my thumbnail. So that was the run, and there isn't much more to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. I really want to know if you want me to do more of Risk of Rain 1. I haven't started playing Risk of Rain 2. I might. But for Risk of Rain 1, let me know if you want me to do more and what you want me to do. It will be a pleasure to do it because I love this game. And if you want to support this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.